Hey, what's up, guys? This is Arden in Haverhill, Massachusetts here. Back again. I am back in Haverhill. So I bumped into this video. I want to say it's Clarke County Police. I'm not sure. I got to go back and look and watch that video. I want to make sure I have the right police department. But oh my God, this is the ID Refusal at its best, and they tried everything. They went every angle, anything they can think of, minus no crime, which is absolutely mind-blowing. You know, it was obvious that the guy knew what he was doing, knew what he was talking about without articulating any of his amendments. He did mention the Constitution, but man, this guy was like, yeah, I'm willing to take the ride. True stormtrooper, man. You know, I support this guy. You know, and he's not even from here. He's Asian descent. Okay? He knows the Constitution and his rights better than anybody. So they did wind up arresting this guy. He did stop because it was pouring rain. It was unsafe for him to drive. He was reading a book, and the lady from the gas station called the police. And they came down, they checked it out. You know, the guy told them what he was doing there. You know, once they found out that the guy wasn't committing any crimes, they should have just buckled and bounced. You know what I mean? But that ID, man, they want that ID at any cost. So watch the video, enjoy it, comment, share, subscribe. You know, hit the like button. And you already know, it's Arden in Haverhill, Mass. God bless.
I connected those dots and I came to the very same conclusion.
Yeah, so there's a chance. I'm trying to maybe work around it, but he's just really being, Is
he saying anything about why he's here, what he's doing?
I'm reading a book. I haven't committed a crime. Well, I'm not. You've been loitering, which is not normal behavior to be here for hours.
Yeah.
So, let me just, I'll go talk to him, but I was trying to at least know, am I talking to somebody who's running from something? It's not, if you're from New York and you're just traveling through, I don't know that that's what he's even doing. He's got a bunch of stuff in his car, like he's, like power cords and everything, you know, other stuff in there. So you can go look in there and talk to him. I'll see if they want to trespass him, but I was trying to at least, I think it's just a red flag when you this isn't a consensual encounter. We're asked to be here because the employee was concerned. I'm gonna go talk to her, but I just wanted someone else to be here because I don't know anything about this guy. He's from out of state, which
go see what they want to do, because if they want to trespass him, obviously then we can push it a little harder.
Yeah. Okay. I'll roll it up. I'll roll up the window.
That's what you were just doing, yielding anything?
I haven't. I've gotten. They said it's not coming back. But he's got somebody with this name is out in New York, but I don't see like a. I'm trying to look for. It's a super sketch. Yeah, somebody out of Flushing, New York, an apartment up there.
And when they run it, it doesn't come back.
And you seriously don't see how that's a slippery slope?
Picture.
They said they didn't get anything back. I don't know what that.
You're not getting anything back on the registered owner.
I don't know. That's what I need to. Then there's I need to call in. Let's see what do you get. Suffolk County Police Department. He's not even from here. He's from New York. Going on.
I wasn't even gonna call him, but it's like every weekend. This is something that's happening to me.
Yeah,
like
happened last
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, last Saturday,
Okay.
guy was sitting on pump 7 for about an hour.
Yeah, no, that's not normal behavior. I agree.
It's different.
And he's been out there since about 5:45.
Okay.
For sure.
It
I'll be
was
back at
pouring
12.
down raining, so I was like, maybe they just needed to pull over, but come in and say something. And we open at 6 a.m. I don't know what the hell you doing.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's you tucked in the corner. It's like that's how things. I get it. Do you want to bar him or do you want? What do you want to do?
I mean,
you can. It's up to you. I mean, I don't work for the store.
I mean, he hasn't came in here and did anything, but I don't want to bar him for no reason. But hell, I need him to get off this property.
Okay.
Go somewhere else. But
Okay.
I probably should go ahead and bar him because he's gonna come back and say you're the one called the cops on me. Probably.
I mean, I don't know this guy. He's not from here. He's from New York. So
You can bar him. I
you want
really
to
think
bar
it's hard.
him? Okay.
I'm scared.
I get it. It's a crazy world we live in.
Especially on the east side.
So let's learn how to identify, engage, and exterminate.
Yeah, they want to bar him.
If you want to bar him,
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you the nature of our investigation.
So here's the thing, sir. They want to bar you from the point in time. It is a criminal trespass warning. Okay, it's not an
Oh, no.
arrest. However, it is something where we do need your ID so that we can fill out the paperwork and officially make it that you are barred from this property. Okay, so at this point in time, because they want to do that, we are going to need your ID.
Okay,
Wait a minute, what?
okay, I just need to fully understand what's going on. So, I parked my car here during the rain. They called you, I don't know exactly when, but when you guys arrived, you asked for my ID.
Mm-hmm.
I refused to give my ID because I didn't believe I did anything wrong. But now you went to the manager or whoever this person is, and they are asking for a bar. I just trying to explain.
They're trespassing you from the
Trespass
property.
warning. So what they're doing is they are barring you. They are trespassing you from the property, which
Okay.
means if you return back here, then you will be arrested for trespass. Okay? So for that process, we will need your ID. Okay?
So just so I understand, they're asking me to leave.
No, they're telling you you're not back allowed on this property. They're making an official report and documenting that you're not allowed on this property.
Okay, I haven't been here before.
It doesn't matter,
I'm
sir.
just trying to
No,
understand.
you keep on trying to string it
You say
along,
you keep trying to understand, but we're explaining to you the process.
and you just keep on
Okay.
going in circles.
So,
We're not going
and-
to.
I guess they magically forgot about the part where they solicit a trespass.
to the point that we've already explained. All right. So here's the thing: we get your ID, we put it in the system, we trespass you from the property. You're on your way. You're never going to return here again, so it's not going to be a problem for you, right?
I
so
wasn't planning
we
to
make it
come back.
official, and we move on, and that's that. That's the end of
Okay.
it right there.
So,
Okay.
Sir, I was not planning to come back here.
Okay.
So,
Okay, but we have to make it official still
That's
per
right.
their request. Now, if you don't like that, you can call into corporate and you can complain about that.
I don't know what this company is.
It's Murphy's.
Okay.
Okay, it's the Murphy's gas station.
Okay.
But right now, the people that are on site, who are the ones that have the authority to do that, that's what they want to do. Okay, so we're going to move forward with that process. And
So,
if
that's-
you want to
that's-
call them and complain, you
Yeah.
can do that later. And if management or someone above them wants to go ahead and lift that or do something about it, that's on them. But right now, right here, people on site who are the people who have responsibility,
Okay.
that is what they're wanting to do. And so that's what we are moving forward with.
Okay. So
Okay?
again,
So-
just to understand the process.
We've explained it multiple times now.
Are you going to provide your ID or not?
So that's what I was going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So in this instance, if I refuse to show my ID, what's going to happen next?
It's considered obstruction and failure to identify yourself to a law enforcement officer and
And-
illegal torts of their duty.
And you're going to arrest me and take me to jail? Is that it?
If you refuse to identify yourself while we're
Yeah.
trying to do our jobs, yes, sir. It's as simple as showing the ID, we trespass you, and we all move on.
I was
for the
hoping to
day.
go to church today, but if you're going to arrest me, go ahead. How you're arresting me?
Stop talking. Let me finish. You keep interrupting and not listening.
Okay.
You were here before this business even opened. Okay? You caused the employees to be fearful because they were not sure what your purpose was for being here for a long period of time. Okay? What your behavior isn't normal. So they said, "Hey, we're concerned that people, stake out things. They look for businesses that are closed so that when they open or close, they can rob them." I'm not saying you were going to do that, but your behavior caused them concern. Therefore, they called the police, who came to inquire about what your purpose was for being on this property. So, due to that nature of that complaint, we're going to identify you to figure out what your purpose is for being on this property. You have a chance to alleviate our concerns. Part of that is identifying yourself. We need to know who we're talking to.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
Don't know you, okay? And then, on top of that, because your actions made them concerned, they don't want you back on the property. So therefore, we have to identify you to document that you're not allowed on this property again, and you're refusing to comply. So you had the chance to alleviate our suspicion, fine. But during the course of that, you're required to identify yourself. And furthermore, identify yourself so they can bar you from this property, which is their right. This is private property. So you need to identify yourself. This doesn't have to be that complicated. We could have been gone. We could have been on our way by now. But you're trying to go on a crusade for something that I'm not sure what's going through your mind. But it's not really logical.
Are you finished, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay, so as I said, I'm willing to be arrested if that's what you guys want.
No, stop. Oh, no. That's garbage.
That's not what
We want you to
We
identify
want you
yourself.
to identify
Stop.
who you are, and we want
You're not a
everybody to
martyr,
move on with
okay?
their day.
Just identify yourself so we can move
I
along
just
and be
wanted to go
done.
to church this morning. but
Okay, well you
if
can.
wanna arrest me,
Oh, wait.
go
You want to
ahead.
go to church? You want to go to church? Right? You just said you want to go to church? Let me see your ID. You'll be out of here within 5 minutes. You can go right to church. You don't want to go to church. You want to try to make yourself into something that you're making it something that it's not.
Okay.
So
I've said
you
my
can
piece.
leave in the last few
Sir, I've
minutes.
said my piece. So
Okay.
I'm gonna cooperate and get arrested if that's the
Is that-
process.
If really the route that you want to go is something as simple as this.
That's not what I
All
want.
you need to
That's
do
the
No.
is give me
process.
your ID or give us your name and date of birth, and we will be moving on. You will be down
this
the
your
road
vehicle?
going to church.
Is this your
I
vehicle?
think this will clear up very quickly once I speak to a judge.
Okay, go ahead. But is this your vehicle?
Like I said, I'm willing to be arrested, and I'm not going to speak anymore because you're telling me I'm going to be arrested.
We're asking you to identify yourself. We're not trying to have. We're going in circles.
You're detaining me.
Yeah,
It
we're
sounds
detaining
like
you.
you're going to put me under arrest. At that point, I would like to talk to a lawyer, and I'm not going to say anything else because I know anything I say can be.
Okay. We're not asking you to say anything.
Yeah,
We're
this
simply
isn't-
asking for your ID.
We've already talked.
Okay.
This is an argument over ID, not.
I've stated what I.
You
I'm
keep
willing
talking
to
though.
do.
And the problem is, until you get positively identified, you're going to remain sitting there.
In front of a judge, this is going to look very silly, but I'm willing to go through the process.
Because I thought you wanted to go to church and you're not planning to come back here. But yet you want to go before a judge? You're really contradicting yourself.
This is literally one of the simplest and easiest things we deal with on a daily basis. Daily basis. So will you provide us with your ID?
Sir, I've already spoken. I'm willing to be arrested and speak to a judge about this whole process.
You don't get to speak to a judge. You get booked. It's a misdemeanor charge. You get a bond. That's not how it works. So will you provide your ID, yes or no?
I'm willing to go through the whole
No,
criminal
that's
justice
no.
process.
This isn't you. Will
I've
you
talked
provide
to a
your Will you
lawyer.
provide your ID or not?
And you're saying I may not speak to a judge, but I think if anyone sees what's going on,
How you're
they
not
are
cooperating?
ridiculous
All it's
cases.
asking for is something as simple as your ID. Will you provide your ID, yes or no? I don't need a long. It's a yes or no question.
So you're refusing to comply with his lawful order to provide your ID
I'm
in
willing to
furtherance
be-
of his investigation and the barring that has been requested this morning.
I'm willing to be arrested.
We're not asking if you're willing to be arrested. We're asking for an ID.
You told me I'm going to be arrested, so
I said you
Warning
can
of
be
the
arrested.
consequences of if you fail to
Okay.
identify yourself
Right.
and comply with this process.
I've done
Because
nothing.
it's not, we're asking you, but you need to understand it's not a request. It's not a question. It's a, you need to identify yourself at this point in time. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we can't just move on from this. You'd be on your way, we'd be on our way. And it would be as simple as that.
I understand.
Okay.
So, out of New York, but they don't return with a driver's license photo. New York doesn't return driver's license photos. So, it's not saying there's any warrants, but I don't know that. The other thing is, we don't know if that's him. I mean, it could be. But I don't really know what his end game is. But I also don't know who he is either.
Yeah.
This is just stupid.
100%. But he's been told what's happening. He's been given an opportunity to voluntarily provide and identify himself. For any reason he continues to refuse.
Yeah, let me get her name so I put the barring.
Okay.
How long did you want to borrow him for?
2 years.
Okay. So you guys, what time did you get here?
I've been here since about 5:20.
Was he here then?
No, he pulled up around 5:45.
And what happened? What did you see?
I mean, he had the car running for a while at first, so I thought maybe they would just wait till.
Did he get out of the car?
Never got out. I thought maybe because it was pouring down so bad, maybe they pulled over just to, get out of the rain. And then I had a customer saying that some of the gas stations were closed because they had a power outage. So I didn't say anything. I thought maybe they just needed a minute. So I had to start my safe at 6 a.m.
Okay.
They were still sitting there. So.
Was he the only one in the parking lot?
It takes the safe about 6 minutes to open. So now I'm looking like, okay, you're still sitting here.
So what time did he get here how long was he here before you opened the safe?
About 15 minutes for the start of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll meet you inside. We started at 6 a.m. It takes about 10 minutes for the open. But he never came in while I had he hasn't been in at all. But he got here about 15 minutes before the start of it. And then he's been sitting here ever since. So I was trying to wait to see if he was just trying to wait if the rain subsided. No, he kept sitting, so. And I didn't know if it was a man or a woman. I didn't know if they were okay or what. They were just sitting there.
Were you just concerned? Were you just concerned about their safety, or were you concerned that they're for your safety?
I was concerned about my safety and theirs because I don't know. I don't work too many places. They be out there deep guns. Don't pass out, don't hit fentanyl and stuff like that. OD. So I come from Kroger's and fentanyl. People pass out at the gas station. Last week somebody passed out at the gas station at the pump.
So, were you concerned just about his safety, or were you concerned that?
Both.
Okay. So, what made you concerned for your safety too?
Because I know I got to start that safe at 6 a.m. And this car is already sitting out here, so I don't know if they're waiting on me to start it or open it or what. Because, we open at 6 a.m. and I know people know what time we open. It's a little sketchy for you to pull up at 5:45 and just sit there, and then after I open, you still don't come inside.
Okay. What time did you call?
I think it was a little bit after 7.
Okay, so he had been there for at least an hour and a half, or roughly an hour and a half. Okay.
Hour and a half? I thought he was there for hours. That's what his officer said at first.
Yep, so She said that she got here about 5:20. They don't open till 6. He got here about 5:40ish or so, and then she opens the safe at 6.
Okay.
So she was like, "All right, this car's been here for 20 minutes. Nobody's gotten out of the car. There's nobody else here." And she was concerned either they could have done drugs and then passed out, or she's like, I gotta start my safe at 6 and open it, so if somebody's taking it out and something happens. So she said she didn't call till after 7 or around 7, so he'd been here almost an hour and a half and never saw him get out of the car, come to the store or anything. So she was concerned both that something had happened in the car, like an overdose, or he was staking it out to come whatever. So this is just irritating. Like, we could have been.
Oh, 100%. Easy to move on.
Yeah. Do you have an issue?
Pictures returned or whatever, that would be nice, but they don't.
Right. We're trying to do everything to identify this dude, but he's. What does it say at the top of the wanted person? Somebody else? Oh, Lawrence. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's like, I don't know if this dude's just trying to like make himself. He's been watching too much YouTube and Instagram, or he's somebody else that we don't know.
If you would just identify himself.
I mean, do you see any other options?
Well, not unless we can positively identify him, and he refuses to continue to.
Right. We tried to look up the license. New York doesn't return the photos. He won't tell us whether this is even his car. I really don't know what else. I don't know another option.
If you would just say yes, that's me.
Okay.
This is my identification.
All right. We're going to go to jail. All right. Put your hands on your back, please. Thank you.
25 is 195.
Yeah, so we ran the restaurant, but New York doesn't return driver's license photos. So we had no way to verify that. And he wouldn't answer you. Did he tell you whether this was his car? He wouldn't tell me whether this was his car, so we don't know. I mean, now you want to tell me everything but what I needed to know.
Just in case.
Just in case what? It's going with you. I'm not taking it.
Okay.
You're just.
I just don't want to be a threat, so you don't hurt
What are
me.
you talking about? What are you talking about? You're really trying to.
You put me in handcuffs.
Because you're under arrest for refusal to identify yourself.
Okay, now you're searching me. I just want
That's
to make
your
sure.
search incident to arrest.
I'm just letting you know that.
What are you letting me know?
There's nothing.
Okay, your search incident to arrest. Okay, I already asked what I wanted to ask. Now you want to give me a play-by-play of what's in your pocket. Like, if you said there's nothing's going to poke, stick, or hurt me, okay,
That's
great.
key. And
I'm
some
not.
writing pads.
Okay, now you want to answer everything but what I asked you, which is what your name was, and for your ID.
I'm not a danger to you.
I didn't say you're a danger to me. Nobody said that.
You can literally search every single
You're
person
really trying to
just
make
tell
something
them
you're
why.
not.
It doesn't matter who they are or what the reason for the arrest is. Everybody gets searched and identified.
I have nothing dangerous on me.
I didn't say that. Nobody said that.
No weapon.
Nobody said that.
Nothing
Nobody said you're
sharp.
dangerous. There you go. If you want to sit in there, have a seat. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get the barring. Now that we know that, let's have her. Ma'am, when you're done, would you mind come to tell him that he's barred from here? Roll on the window. Tell him he's... Alright. Alright, she has something to tell you.
Hey, you're barred for 2 years.
From...
Murphy's.
Okay.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. I'm sorry. You're okay. Y'all be careful.
Alright, thank you. Well, he wouldn't tell me his name. He wouldn't provide an ID. He wouldn't tell me that it was his car. He ran the registered owner name of the vehicle out of New York, which doesn't return license photos. So we had no way to verify that that was him. Am I missing anything?
We explained to him why we were here.
Multiple
what
times.
the suspicions were.
Okay. Well,
Definitely multiple opportunities to fix this.
This is not just a failure to identify itself or obstruction. I don't know that which one fits the best.
Yeah.
Usually we've always been able to identify somebody, but
Yeah.
this is the first.
No, I mean, usually it doesn't have to get this far.
Nope. All right. Yep.
And that's the end of that video. And my take on that, just from the beginning, this officer was fiending for this dude's ID. As soon as he was talking to this guy, he started asking questions. Hey man, what's your ID? He's like, did I commit a crime? No, you did. I just want your name. And then he went from I just want your name to hey, you need the ID, like right here.
Okay.
You got some ID on you?
Yeah, I do, but I can move if you want.
You don't. I'm not saying you have to.
I'm just resting.
I know. I'm not accusing you of anything. They want. I need your ID, sir.
Are you gonna arrest me?
Do I need? Do I need to?
And then this dude's literally telling these officers why he's out here, saying there's a thunderstorm. And then you go see Officer LaValle start telling his supervisors, oh yeah, he just said he was out here reading a book. Just completely forgot about the thunderstorm, like right here.
Long time.
I just parked my car to read a book.
That's I understand that.
It was there was a thunderstorm.
I'm aware
you know
of
it's
that.
unsafe to drive.
And then after this officer ended up arresting him, you having him talk to his supervisor and other officers saying, so yeah, you know, he didn't give me his name. Like over here just trying to verify over and over again. Like he just feel that lawsuit coming.
Well, he wouldn't tell me his name. He wouldn't provide an ID. Am I missing anything? Just a failure to identify itself or obstruction? Which one fits the best?
Which one fits the best? A wild statement to make. But that's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about the comment section. How do you feel about the Athens-Clarke County Police officers for arresting this dude for failure to ID? Then you have an Officer LaValle question it talking about, yeah, he refused to give his ID. Yeah, just kept on asking over and over again because like he just felt that lawsuit coming. And then they just completely discard the fact that this dude said that he just waiting for the storm to go over. He didn't even have a chance to even leave the premises. They were feeding for his ID so much they didn't want him to leave. That's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about the comment section. Make sure to